Children, how are you guys? Okay, children, see, in this lesson that is about the nutrition animals, we started up with how the nutrition takes place. Okay, that is how the digestion takes place. Then we continued with the digestive process in human being. Okay, we started up with the buccal cavity. Okay, we studied about the dental formula and the tongue. Then we continued with the taste bud in the tongue. Okay, then we studied about the esophagus. Okay, and in this class we are going to continue with the stomach. Okay, what is the stomach? It is like it is a storage bag. The role of stomach is storage bag. Okay, and the stomach, it stores the food. It receives the food from the esophagus and store it. Okay, it receives the food from the esophagus and it stores it, and it will mix it with the gastric juices. Okay, what does it do? It mixes with the gastric juice. Okay, and it is in the shape of a alphabet J. Okay, it is in the shape of alphabet J. Okay, and this is one among the important part in the alimentary canal. Okay, and here the stomach, it is lined with the mucus layer. Okay, since concentrated hydrochloric acid is present in the stomach, what happens? It is lined with the mucus layer so that nothing goes wrong with the stomach. Okay, then what happens? The stomach, after it mixes with the salivary, after it mixes with the salivary juices in the buccal cavity, it receives the food and it mixes with the gastric juices, okay, and hydrochloric acid. If any microorganisms or any germs or any unwanted thing, if it has been consumed with our food, it will be killed by the hydrochloric acid. Okay, and if the food is not received by the stomach properly in right time, it start consuming the mucus layer, because of which the ulcer is caused. Is that clear? And it also prepares the food for the protein and fat digestion. Okay, there is an enzyme called as proteases for protein digestion and lipases for lipid digestion, and this will be carried out by the small intestine and also partially by the stomach. Okay, and the next organ to the stomach is the small intestine. Okay, small intestine, it is around 7.5 meters in length. Okay, it is highly coiled tube, and it is around 7.5 meters in length. Okay, and this is also covered with the tube-like structure. Okay, the finger-like projection called as villi. Okay, the tube-like or the finger-like projection in the intestine, it is called as villi, and this villi, it is highly supplied with the blood vessel. Okay, so the nutrients whichever we consume, it will be digested by the small intestine. It will be mixed with the enzymes, it will be mixed with the digestive juices. Okay, and it will be mixed with the bile juice and bile pigment. Okay, and it will get properly digested. Digestion is very simple. The complex food substance will be broken down into the simpler form. Okay, after this, the villi will absorb the needed nutrient in the form of glucose, in the form of fatty acid, and also in the form of amino acid, because the monomer of protein is amino acid, the monomer of fat is lipids, and the fatty acid, that is glycerol, and the monomer of carbohydrate, it is the glucose. Okay, it will be absorbed in the monomers, and it will be circulated throughout the body, and the excess of food will be stored in the organs needed for it. Okay, carbohydrate in the form of glycogen, it will be stored in the liver, and fat in the form of adipose tissue, it will be stored beneath our skin. Okay, this is what happens in the small intestine. Okay, we have three parts in the small intestine, namely duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Okay, and what happens means in the duodenum, there is a junction where the pancreas gets opened. So the pancreas, it secretes the digestive juices and the enzymes in the duodenum. Then the food mixes with the digestive juices. Is that clear? And the conversion of again the simpler food substance into complex food substance is called as assimilation. Okay. Okay, so the breaking down of the food substance, it is like it is a process of metabolism, and again it is like it builds up into the complex food substance, which is called as assimilation. Okay, this is one among the important step in digestive process. First step is injection, where we take the food through the mouth. Second is digestion, which happens in the stomach and the small intestine. Third one is the absorption, which takes place with the help of villi. And the fourth step is assimilation. Okay, and after the conversion, that is the assimilation, the excess of food which is rich in roughages will be moved down to the large intestine. Okay, it will be moved down into the large intestine, and in the large intestine excess of water will be absorbed. The water which is present in the foodstuff will be absorbed by the large intestine, and in the region called as rectum the food will be stored. Okay, the excess of food will be stored in the region called as rectum. Okay, is that clear? And the food, when it is filled in the alimentary canal in the large intestine, will be thrown out through the opening called as anus, and this process is called as ejection. Okay, so we completed with the digestive process in human being, starting from the buccal cavity and ending with the anus. Okay, it enters, the food enters the mouth, and then it goes to the esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and finally it will be removed out through the large intestine, namely a part anus. Is that clear, children? Okay, thank you.